If I ask you to observe the world, there's no end to it. The shapes are unending, the permutations are unending. But if I say, let it arise by itself, what arises in the mind as thought and sensations, feeling, or whatever comes through the senses, let them just be there for a moment. Don't be trying to manipulate them. Rather, just be aware, or generally take a panoramic view of the mind energy as it arises within you, but remain conscious of yourself as being independent of that which you are perceiving. At the same time, I'm saying, remain imageless. Don't go deep into that right now. Just stay with what the words invite. Don't take shape for the moment. And you see that you're still here. The full force of your presence is still here. You don't need to hold on to a self-portrait in some physical way to represent what you are, because the portraits will change. If every year a portrait was made by a great artist every year right up until your present time, you're able to look through all of them, and it's almost as though each one is like a bead on a necklace, but you are like the cord that holds them. Your beingness is able to perceive, to be aware of all these shapes that arises before you, but they come and go. And you are the witness itself that can verify they come and go. As a matter of fact, as any thought ever come and stayed, they come and go. And those that you somehow feel some affinity towards them, they seem to come back and they almost gradually join in the sense of yourself, because you have given them permission, you've given a space for them. You have said that these are important, so you've kept them. But when I ask you simply to observe with detachment, you don't need to hold on to anything at all. It is as though all the sensations and the thoughts and so on are like clouds floating along in the unmoving sky. So the clouds are part of the sky, but you cannot say that the sky is a cloud. It's only an analogy, a kind of metaphor, pointing that you are the unchanging presence in front of or within whom the changeful expressions and impressions of life are floating by. Included in these cloud movements, I would include something that may surprise you. Your sense of self, your personal identity or egoic identity is also a massive cloud. It is like a mafia cloud that seems to hold on all the other clouds, but it also is floating. It also is floating by. You see? If you stay in the position, in the place of the formless or imageless perceiver, nothing sticks. Just like the clouds, they don't stick. And the sky has no favorite clouds. It doesn't say, okay, this one I like, you hold on, the other ones can go. Everything is floating by. Whether clouds or rainbow or thunder, lightning, rain, everything, stars, moon, everything is just appearing and disappearing. But your sky of being is always here. So when I invite you to just sit and be by yourself, not as a recluse, not as you're running away from the world, but that actually you're being very present with yourself, as yourself, and observing the different ebbs and flow that journeys through your field of seeing or being or consciousness. Everything's coming and going. And gradually, the important thing I say is keep remembering that you're only observing and your presence is held here. Don't combine yourself with anything that you see. And gradually, something very beautiful is going to happen. If you don't, like some reflex, as you begin to pay attention to the thoughts, it's as though you take identity with them. You become involved in them, and you're sucked into them through the small aperture of personhood. And you lose, in a sense, your conscious contact with the greater being that you are. This is the same for everyone. And it has been so, this is not a 21st century discovery or pointing. It is as ancient as human being, as ancient as consciousness. Sometimes you will somehow get identified with what you see. And at those times you will feel you need to control something, you need to get rid of something, you need to change something, you need to get somewhere, and you're in the traffic, you're on the journey, just like the thoughts. But when you stay back as just that detached weakness, all these are floating by, and you stay with it. Even if you feel now and again you get pulled in, don't judge yourself. Just come back again and stay. Watch the show passing. The whole world is like a passing show when you're still. And gradually you begin to feel the full power of your presence, which it is like it resonates like peace, like a solid peace, a well-beingness, joy, silent, content, happy. Not happy about, just happy, like happiness is your nature, like that. So this is what, if you follow this, it is like all the different pointers I can give you, this, will all shrink down into a capsule of pointers. And just be consistent with it. Because the mind will keep on introducing another technique and try this one and try this one. And we trust that because you feel that that is the most constant tool you have. But now I'm showing you a space behind the facade, off the stage. You're sitting here. And sometimes I say, it's just like you're sitting, just be with this, just like you're sitting in a room that is very peaceful, very quiet. You're alone and you're content. You're sitting inside your own presence. And in front of you is a window, and through this window, the world is passing. Through this window, life is moving, pulsing. Friends and family and jobs and past and present and the activities are happening there. But you're quietly just watching, not even interfering, but conscious, not being bored. You are at the same time simultaneously watching and at the same time resting in your own being. But don't log into the picture. Don't go, stop, I want to go and join this. Just stay put. Even though some scenes might be very compelling, say, these are the ones that would catch you normally and again pull you into personhood. But stay shapeless and observe, because it is worth it to receive the greater gift of your own presence recognized.
Would you please speak about the art of watching?
Everything that I have been saying to you consists of the art of watching from different dimensions, from different aspects, from different angles. But my whole teaching can be reduced to a single word: watching. Because that is the only thing in you which is not part of the mind. That is the only thing in you which does not belong to you, but belongs to existence itself. For example, I can watch my hand. that means I am not the hand. Whatever you can watch, you are not. This is a simple arithmetic. The watcher is bound to be separate from the object that he is watching. You can watch your body from outside and from inside too. You can close your eyes and you can watch your body from the inside. It will be dark and it will not be so visible and so clear, but still you can feel many things. You can hear the heart beating. If you are really very silent, you can even hear the sound of running of your blood. You are not the body. You can watch your mind, all its thoughts, howsoever fine, are available to your watching. You can see the subtlest expression of the mind that makes one thing clear, that you are not the mind either. It is a little more difficult but not impossible to watch your feelings, what the poets call the heart, your emotions, your moods, which are the most subtlest things in your personality. A little sadness, a little joy, or perhaps nothing but only an indifference. But even indifference is a certain attitude. Watching goes on becoming more and more deep. Beyond your moods, there is nothing to watch, but only silence. In that silence, a great miracle happens. The energy that has been watching turns over upon itself.
You know, it's one thing to tell somebody, start observing yourself, see how you really feel, what's really going on. But if people take that seriously, what they often find is that it's very hard to concentrate. Their attention drifts, they get confused as to what they're looking at, and pretty soon they end up watching TV and distracting themselves again.
There's a flower on my desk, I keep it in a vase. If I had a bird, I wouldn't keep it in a cage. So I hope that the flower doesn't mind that I picked it. It's an expression of life, which ain't how they depict it. Oh, I don't think I'm different.
I am.
Life is a movie, my eyes at the camera, my brain is the memory card. Rewinding back to the past, wonder why I record every little moment that I wanna forget. Like every single time I wasn't able to get some. So I let the memory play. I just sit back and watch, I don't press replay. This is the art, this is the art. Yeah, this is the art of watching. Say, this is the art, this is the art. This is the art of observation. This is the art of watching. This is the art, and what you're watching is you. This is the art, this is the art. This This is the art of
watching.
There's a new flower on my desk, the other one died. If you ask what's the point of it, I couldn't reply, but I let it come and it goes. I find it funny how I wasn't born with any clothes, but now I feel ashamed to be naked. I read a quote once that told me life is what you make it. I don't entirely agree, which also means that I do not disagree. Life is what it is, whether you're living in the sea or walking on the earth with your own 2 feet. I'm not a conscious rapper, I'm conscious and I happen to rap. If I'm rapping and you happen to clap, that's cool, but I don't mind if you don't, though, like a digital camera. I'm just trying to go pro, but I let life lead the way and stay silent. Most times I got nothing to say. My body is the window, I'm the breeze blowing through it. To put it even simpler, I'm the being in the human. If you can keep your peace of mind in the crowd, you got nothing to fear when it's all falling down like it will. I'm not a prophet, I don't do it for the profit, I just do it cause I love it. In this movie of life, just sit back and watch and see what it do to your life. This is the art, this is the art. Yeah, this is the art of watching. This is the art, this is the art. This is the art of observation. This is the art of watching. This is the art, and what you're watching is you. This is the art, this is the art. This is the art of
watching.
This is the art, this is the art. This is the art of
observation.
This is the art, this is the art. This is the art of observation. This is
The art of self-observation.
Yes, this is the art, this is the art. This is
The art of self-observation. The kind of self-observation I'm talking about involves making a commitment to learn the truth about yourself and your world, no matter what it is.